And tonight, we'll see the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture, and none is more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season almost a quarter of all.
Thanks, David. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Knicks, Ntilikina out there with Mr. Clutch. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then it's Green. And it's Robinson in at the 5. And so off the tip, it's New York. Here's Garcia coming off a stellar performance against Utah. And that one is stuffed right through.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Robinson with the block. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's Draymond staying alert, recognizing the defense breakdown.
Now Ball. A 14-point game for him in the win against Chicago.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Now here's Favors. 4-point game. And a fast break now for the Knicks.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Holiday surveying the floor. Outside, Ball. And there's the pass to Williamson. 4 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. They grab their own miss. And a slam dunk by Favors.
You love the effort of Favors. On the glass, he's a scrappy player who comes away with second chance opportunities for his club.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Ball. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. Green against Ingram. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Ingram outside. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Robinson.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Garcia passes to Green. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Ball.
And that was a heat check right there. First miss of the night, but still shooting 80% as a team.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. For 3, Ingram. It's rebounded by New York. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
And Smitty, anytime there's a poll for dirtiest player in the NBA, Draymond seems to end up on that list.
GA, in our day, there would have been a lot of us on that list. We know Draymond just wants to win, but it's about just playing hard, and that's what he'll do. He'll do whatever it takes to win. In this league, they're just trying to clean up some of these acts.
Now here's Ingram. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Chicago.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Garcia. 6 points for him. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Ball feeling it out a bit. Ingram outside. Pass to Holiday. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, 3 on the clock. Here's Ingram.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't see.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now here's Williamson. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Outside Holiday. Excellent D that time from Robinson. The Knicks leading by 8. Here's Harkless. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. Now here's Ball after Mo Harkless's miss. No good that time. Nice D from Garcia. For New York, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. And it's Green missing.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim. And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Ntilikina. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Holiday with it. No points in the game yet for him. And here's Garcia. Here's Harkless. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Redick up top, defended by Harkless. Here's the 3. And it's J.J. Redick with the 3.
J.J. Redick, one of the premier shooters in this league. Boy, he knocked that one down.
Here's Robinson. Count it. Robinson's got 6.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pelicans trail by 10. Outside, Ball. High post favors. Williamson kicks the ball. They get it back. Here's Favors. Robinson with the block.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Here's Redick. The Knicks making the shot. Outside, Ball.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but but it can result in missing everything.
And it's good for 2.
Drew does it how it's supposed to be done. Changes ends quickly, puts himself in the right position to finish.
And so New York calls timeout, their first. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Smith for 3. Holiday against Garcia. 6 to shoot. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
They've got Dennis Smith. Robinson is out there with Green. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Garcia in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Jazz was terrific. He finished with 70 points. And as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Here is Favors after the made shot from Garcia.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Holiday. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
Green passes to Garcia. The shot, no good. Good D by Williamson. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Can they get it? That's tipped. But they get it back. And Holiday kicks to Ingram. On the mark with the 15-footer. Ingram's got 7.
What I like about Ingram at this point in his career, very decisive in his actions.
Garcia dishes to Robinson. Back to Garcia. New York moving it around. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's their first of the game, though. So sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Now, here's Ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the shot is good.
I love how hard Lonzo Ball plays. It's what's allowed him to overwhelm the defense right there.
Here's Green. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Green's got his second bucket tonight. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against Chicago. And Holiday, here we go, does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Garcia. 12 points for him. Inside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Now Holiday. Robinson with the block. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Oh, wow!
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. Ingram outside. Ingram drawing the double team. To the middle. Ball dishes to Favors. Shot clock at 5. Now here is Holiday. D right on him.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Now here's Harkless. Following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Now here is Holiday. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Ball with a wide open look. Trains the three-pointer. Ball's got 5 now.
What strong fundamentals from Lonzo. Not about to waste. They look that good.
And stolen by Favors. And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Holiday. Rebound by Garcia.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Knicks have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. That free throw missing. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
New Orleans making some changes here. Okafor is checked in for Favors. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Brandon Ingram. Shot from the inbound. Ball. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Next level strength and athleticism. Zion making his presence felt on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Randall. Back to Garcia. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And so here is New Orleans. The Knicks making the shot. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. So for the Knicks, Portis, he's checked in for Robinson. Kevin Knox comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Ntilikina. And then for New Orleans, Jackson Hayes comes in for Williamson. And it's Josh Hart in for Ball.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Garcia passes to Randall. Here's Knox. New York moving it around. Pass to Portis. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans trail by 20. Redick with it. Now Payton defending. Here's Hart. It's rebounded by Payton. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Garcia passes to Portis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Speaking of Bobby Portis, he's going to fight.
And so it's the New York Knicks in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. And the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
And Williamson's parents, both college athletes themselves, were a guiding force in helping him grow his game.
When you're talking about growing his game, Greg, at an early age, Zion told his mom he wanted to be the #1 player in college basketball. As a 5-year-old, he played on an AAU team for 9-year-olds. By age 9, he was waking up for 5 a.m. workouts. That's the kind of commitment it takes to succeed, even that early.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Harkless slams it in.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Now, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Outside Holiday. Got a piece of it, and they're able to recover. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Nearly unstoppable. No matter where the pass is delivered, Zion will go up and get it.
And the pass to Harkless. Takes a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Harkless has got 12 points in the game.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
The Pelicans have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Outside Favors. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Quick, athletic, explosive. Holiday will leave you in the dust.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Robinson passes to Garcia.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Ball kicks to Ingram. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. I just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that.
Trying to come back, Kevin, and you can't afford too many mistakes. His 4th turnover hampering their efforts.
Green against Favors. And there's Green on the assist from Garcia. Garcia's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. In the corner, it's Ingram. It's good from long range. Ingram's got 10 points.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Down low, Robinson lays it up and banks it in.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Double team on Holiday. Ball dishes to Holiday. He feeds it to Favors. Williamson from long range. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim racker.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Williamson finds Ingram. Knocked away. Here's Garcia. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Lonzo Ball picks one up. The first one falls. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Harkless on the wing. He's covered by Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the lob to the hoop. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Ball. With some arc. And that one's good by Favors. Favors got 10 points in the game.
This is why Lonzo Ball was drafted number 2 overall. Elite vision and size.
Ntilikina passes to Robinson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one at the line is good. So for the Knicks, Randall's checked in for Draymond Green. Kevin Knox comes in for Harkless. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Ntilikina. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Mr. Williamson. Ingram outside. Knocks it loose. Story covered by Payton. Shoots from the elbow, and the jumper is good. He's got 8.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Bobby Portis is checked in for New York. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Okafor is checked in for Zion Williamson. And it's denied. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. A three-pointer is right on target.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Garcia, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Redick against Portis. And Redick kicks to Okafor. New Orleans moving it around. It's Ingram on the wing. Story covered by Payton. Rebounded by Knox.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Hart's checked in.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Story covered by Payton. To the inside. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got 10.
proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Reddick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That's good from Garcia. And so Garcia nails both of them. So it's the Pelicans now. Doubled by Garcia. It's Reddick on the wing. That 3 off the mark. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the paint. It's tipped. Doubled by Garcia. Passes to Okafor for 3. Offensive rebound. New York's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Down low. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Payton outside. The finish. And the dunk by Payton.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Story. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Portis. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. First one falls for him.
And the 6-foot.
New Orleans has gotten off to a great start from 3-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. We've got Wayne Ellington. Knox out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Dotson in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Hayes with the steal. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And that one's good. Ingram.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Garcia with the ball. Throws it up high. Deflects the pass. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. 12 points for Zion Williamson.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Knicks leading by 21. Ellington dishes to Garcia. And then jammed down as he goes right over Zion Williamson.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Randall's checked in for Kevin Knox. Reece Harkless comes in for Damian Dotson. And it's Ntilikina in for Wayne Ellington. Yep, it counts.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
To the middle, here's Garcia. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And up the floor again for New Orleans, running the court. Here's Miller, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now can exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals. And they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college level.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, and their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt, and they got fined. That is the amount, which I think is about $25,000. Is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, you know, if I get $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Shot clock at 6. 13 feet away. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a good look before the defense can set up.
Garcia. Another shot. In deep. Robinson drops it in.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
New Orleans has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Pass to Hayes. There's the pass to Ingram. To the inside. Here's Ball. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight. Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Ingram outside. New Orleans moving it around. On the wing, Miller. Pass to Hayes. Ntilikina with the rebound. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Miller outside. He kicks to Ingram. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. 26 points for Brandon Ingram. Robinson passes to Garcia. Back to Robinson. Miller with the double team. Passes it to Ntilikina. Stolen by Ball. One-on-one fast break. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
So for the Knicks, Knox, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Damian Dotson comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Ellington is subbed in for Frank Ntilikina. The Pelicans also changing it up. Ellie's checked in. And it's Josh Hart in for Brandon Ingram.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
He has a score-first mindset. Each one plays with a lot of poise, and that buys him time to find an open man.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or Katie in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Miller, the pass to Moore. Five on the clock, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Pelicans now, and stolen by Ellington. And now in transition is Garcia. Here we go.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Green, he's checked in for Kevin Knox. Harkless comes in for Damian Dotson. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Ingram. Here's Williamson, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Mr. Clutch.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Greg, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now, when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Watson in the corner. Back to Garcia. Pass to Knox. And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches. Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And here's Garcia. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith. You